So yeah, I always find the weirdest times to record these videos. Now it's like 11 o'clock a Friday night. I just came back from a dinner here with my family. But yeah, I wanted to record something because yeah, I came to think about this today. So for a quick backstory, my name is Edvin. I'm Swedish, not living in Sweden anymore. Luckily, I'm running still Bishop Info offer, mainly in the like affiliate space, but we're transitioning over into more of a digital marketing and info space with that offer. And then I've just now started my like B2B consulting / advisory project. But anyways, we ran this affiliate offer up to 320K a month, with like 65%, 70% margin, no ad spend whatsoever. So pure organic from my channels and also the affiliates. And what I want to talk about today is why you should always be risking some dollars of your profit on experimenting with stuff. So long story short, we were, and when I say we, I mean the business, me, my previous business partner who I ran the business with previously, were like very reluctant to make changes to what was working. And this is a good thing. This is a good mindset to have. But this also depends on who you are as a person, because if you are a person that is more safe, more fearful, not the risk-taking kind of person in your bones, so to speak, then you will probably interpret someone saying, don't fuck with what's working, don't fuck with the pipe, in a way where you just stay stuck, where you don't do anything. And that's not the way to do it. And this is what happened to us. So I am, or have been, and trying to not be a very cautious person. Don't like risks, never have been a like risk-taking crazy person, basically. So for me to be an entrepreneur and do what I'm doing has really like forced me to force myself to do things that are super uncomfortable. And it was the same for my business partner. And so when we heard from our mentor previously, like, don't fuck with the pipe, that could be interpreted, or was interpreted by us, even though we logically knew, like, yeah, we should probably still test stuff. We took that and thought, like, no, we don't fuck with what's working. We're sticking to this. And I'm not blaming anyone else but myself here. And I just turned 25. Like, I should not have everything in business figured out, and neither should you if you're 25 or 27 or just starting out, however old you are. I've only been like 4 years, almost 4 years in business. So of course, like, you're going to do stupid stuff, run into mistakes. But what I'm saying here is, we interpreted this as like, no, we should not spend that much time trying stuff. And that's correct. Like, you should probably spend 80 to 90% of your time, energy and attention and money on things that you know are working. But you should always, in every area in your business, experiment with new things, and especially like diversifying your acquisition methods. If you're wondering what I'm looking at my crazy rescue stray cat that my girlfriend took home. But yeah, that's another story. So we basically had a business that was working so well because we were first in the market. We had an offer that nobody else had, and we had a way of acquiring customers that nobody else in Sweden had really tried before, with like organic affiliate marketing and affiliate marketers doing affiliate for us. So we had like 5 to 10 that were bringing in like 80% of the traffic. And the situation had been like this since the beginning of 2024. And we ran this through and scaled this through 2024. and like the whole way through 2025, and consistently scale and scale and scale and scale and scale. Like in May 2024, we were at 40K a month. In August 2024, 100K a month, and now we're talking like cash collected. In January 25, like 200K a month, and then like from 200K a month up to 320K a month in May, and then the whole summer 2025 at like 300K. And then in September we had a dip because of a payment processing issue, and then we were back up to 200K in October, November, and then December was slower. But what I'm coming to here is, so what happened, we had in Sweden some media attention because that's what everyone in Sweden is exposed to. Unfortunately, it's such a small country, and we have this mindset that success is something bad, and young people making money is even worse. And yeah, when you're selling to basically a consumer market, it can get very sensitive. And yeah, the media is just fucking crazy, to be honest. But the media itself didn't really affect us like at all, because we can answer everything with a straight face, and yeah, we have done nothing wrong. But what happened was the media contacted TikTok, and they got our affiliate accounts shut down, and this wiped out our whole marketing basically. So like 80% of our acquisition just got wiped out from nowhere. And of course, like we could see this coming, because social media has changed a lot in the last like 6 to 12 months. So we saw things becoming less efficient, even though like they were still working great, they were less efficient. And we also knew that something was going on with the media, and we could probably have like foreseen that, yeah, this will probably affect us in some way, in some kind of marketing way. But we were just so lazy, because we had this like mindset and mentality that you should not fuck with what's working. But that's not what it means, or it should not be interpreted that way. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, if you have a business right now that is working, that you're scaling, great. Like you should, 90% of all your time and attention, you should put into doing more and doing it better. As Hormosis says, like more, better, new. But 10% at least of your time and attention, like do Friday afternoon or whatever, do something else, do something new. So you diversify your acquisition channels, especially the marketing channels and the funnel types. So like if you're running a VSL call funnel right now that is crushing, great, but it won't be like that forever. Your metrics will slowly die. So try something new. Try a webinar once a month. Try a new VSL. Try a completely new angle. If you're running pure organic, yeah, great. It's awesome, as long as it works. But you don't know when the algorithms will change. You don't know when media will come after you or whatever. And you don't know if your account gets banned. It can get fucking banned. You don't know that. So you should know how to run ads somehow. So spend your time and attention on that, and don't just do like a boosting campaign on your own post, like run ads for real. Like you should probably like exclude all your warm audiences, to be honest, and try to run like pure cold. But like depends on how big your brand is. But if you have tens of thousands of followers on Instagram and TikTok, let's say, and you're running meta ads, you will still be like doing retargeting campaigns in the beginning, even though you don't know it. So you have like, you can also delude yourself and thinking that, yeah, I'm great at ads, but the only people you are converting are warm audience people who have already seen you a ton, which is great, of course. But like what I'm trying to say here, you should hedge a bit into a worst case scenario, but this worst case scenario should also be an opportunity for you to grow. So for example, if I could turn back time and do things differently, I would of course like scale the fuck out of the affiliates that we had, and probably do even more, because we were quite restrictive with who we took on to be able to promote our offer and blah blah blah. But I would probably be even more aggressive. I would push them even harder. I would hire someone to manage that like team basically, and like just be super aggressive. But I would also be super aggressive on learning how to run ads much quicker. We basically started learning to run ads when we were at 320K a month. How fucked up is that? Like, you should probably learn how to run ads when you're at 50K a month, and like, you know, tinker with it up to 100K a month. And when you're at 100K a month, you should do it like properly. So yeah, this is just a lesson that I want to pass down to you. Hopefully you're not in a painful situation where you have your whole marketing wiped out, but could happen. Like, the world is a weird place. What I'm trying to say here is be like prepared and have different backup plans, but not in a way where you're like too fearful. So to like clarify what I'm saying here, don't be so fearful of trying new things or wasting your time on new things because what you have is working so well. But also don't be so fearful that you don't spend time doing what's working and just spending time doing something new to hedge it not working. You know what I mean? So like, of course you should still focus majority of your time and attention and money towards what's working, but you should not be like lazy and fearful of losing a bit of profit, of losing a bit of, I don't know, your time, energy on trying something new, because that will give you so much more references, clarity. Yeah, cat is crazy. And yeah, just like a hedge for future problems, basically. So yeah, quick lesson, Friday lesson from me here. Hope it makes sense. See you guys in the next video. Ciao.